Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back again for some Loud Thumbs news with Nick. And I'm Nick. And we're going to talk some news today, just like every day. It's always a good time. We're going to chat about several today. A little bit more than yesterday, maybe the same. Who knows, right? I'm not keeping count. Who's keeping count? But we do have some news to talk about. We got some stuff with the day befores going on. Got some things with Netflix and Grand Theft Auto. What's that? Let's find out. Some PlayStation 5 updates as far as some audio and some equipment updates they're doing out there that I thought were kind of cool and worth noting. They've got the Nintendo Wii U and DS. They are announcing finally dates on what's happening with their storefronts and their online. And then we're also going to talk top racing games for PlayStation 5. Not to mention we do have one more update for Palworld. So we're going to be talking about all of that and maybe a little bit more right here. So stick around. We're going to start talking some news. And the first thing we're going to start with is the top story today. That is Netflix mobile game download numbers have risen sharply thanks to Grand Theft Auto Trilogy. So the trilogy that I'm sure we're all aware of. If you're in the gaming verse of any kind, you know we're aware of this. And this is the 3 remastered games that were downloaded through Netflix 18 million times their first month. Netflix's mobile download numbers have reportedly risen drastically thanks to the addition of Grand Theft Auto Trilogy Definitive Editions being added to the service. All 3 remasters were made available for Netflix members on December 15th to the App Store, Google Play, and Netflix mobile app. Players are able to download the games as part of the Netflix subscription with no extra charges. As a result, the high-profile addition to its library, Netflix has a sharp increase in monthly game downloads, according to AppMagic data reported via mobilegamer.biz. According to the data, Netflix monthly game downloads were around 10 million in November of 2023, but they shot up to around 28 million in December of 2023. So the AppMagic also claims that GTA San Andreas is by far the most popular of the 3 games that has been downloaded 11.6 million times to date through Netflix. And GTA Vice City has also been downloaded 4.1 million times, and GTA 3 sits around 2.4 million for a total of 18.1 million downloads. That's across the entire trilogy. That's awesome. I love Grand Theft Auto. In the early days of Loud Thumbs back here, I had the big GTA 5 poster. Still have it in my closet over here. But I think it's awesome. I don't know how this system works or how Netflix is involved. I know they have games, and I'm not a Netflix subscriber. Sorry, you're too expensive, Netflix. I have other options that are not as expensive as you. And I think it's a pretty amazing thing to see that a series of games that were done in 2004, I believe. That's when, don't quote me on that, but I believe that was when San Andreas came out. And now, 20 years later, this game series is still making companies money. So Rockstar knows what they're doing. That goes without saying. But I thought that needed to be our top news story today because, wow, that is absolutely fantastic. And congratulations to Rockstar and also Netflix, smart move. Figuring out all the logistics to get that on your platform over there, and now your numbers are going to grow. That's cool. That's awesome. Maybe pass a little bit on to the little people over here. Lower your prices. Get me back on your service. Moving on, we're going to talk about Palworld. So Pocket Pair has released Palworld's early access roadmap. This one's pretty early on for me here. I just was able to read this one super quick, so we're going to go through it again here together. That's what we do on here. But the company says the game has topped 7 million sales in 5 days. And Pocket Pair has published Palworld's early access roadmap, which is viewable below. And you'll see this on VGC's website over there, videogameschronicles.com. And it's provided an overview that fixes new features the studio is planning for the smash hit, which was released last Friday for PC and Xbox, including Game Pass. By the way, I have to say this: 7 million copies sold, not like downloaded, not through Game Pass, strictly like Steam numbers sold. 7 million copies. It's extremely impressive. It's blowing my mind. It's nuts. So according to the publisher and developer Pocket Pair, the game has topped 7 million sales in 5 days, far exceeding expectations and leading to many problems due to excessive access congestion. Obviously, among other challenges they have here, it plans to address major bugs first before working on new features like Steam and Xbox crossplay, improvements to the game's building system, and new islands, pals, bosses, and technologies. Palworld recently overtook Valve's Counter-Strike to record the second highest concurrent player count in Steam's history. We did not report on that here on the show, but yes, they did. After we originally discussed it, they passed another milestone. Absolutely crazy. Wednesday, the new concurrent player milestone was surpassing 2 million, according to an independent Steam data tracker. It's nuts. It's crazy. It's cool. It's exciting. It's very thought-provoking. Where is it going next? What are we going to do? How long will it last? All these things, right? Let's talk about them in the comments, okay? I'm going to keep telling you. Let's talk in the comments below. Who's playing it? What's your feel on it? Haven't got into it yet. I'm going to try this weekend, but, you know, life's busy. Things are going on. I got news to talk about, right? So hit me up. Comments below. We want to talk video games. I'm always there, ready to chat with everybody out there. We're going to talk next here about The Day Before. So if you guys aren't familiar with this one, this was the studio game, I should say, that is, well, you know what? They made a bad game. They put a game out. They charged people money. The game sucked. It wasn't what it was supposed to be. And now they're going to be blaming everybody except themselves. And it says, The Day Before Studio claims it was the victim of a hate campaign by deceptive bloggers. Okay? So they lay blame to the game's failure on outside forces. They've claimed that The Day Before was a victim of a hate campaign carried on by certain bloggers who profited from being deceptive. The claims were made as part of a wider defense, of its work practices and controversial game, which had its servers closed this week, the last 2 months after its release. Less than 2 months after its release. They said that the release, they wanted to release an official response addressing a lot of misinformation, and recently had been spreading online. The studio announced in its closure in December, just 4 days after the release of the game, saying that the game had failed financially and the lack of funds to continue. Billed as a post-apocalyptic open world MMO, a perceived lack of transparency from them, which was seemingly hesitant to show off the game at length, along with the revelations that the title was being largely developed by volunteers and accusations that promotional materials included ripped assets from several other games, led to skepticism that the product would live up to the hype generated by its initial 2021 reveal. So now they say certain bloggers made huge money by creating false content with huge titles from the very beginning to gain viewers and followers, exploiting the lack of information about the game's development. They claimed their actions triggered a gold rush among content creators due to the game's pre-release popularity. Take blame for your own mistakes. Like, what? They blogged about your game? They talked about your game? Don't they say that there's no such thing as bad press? Right? Like, as long as you make good product, you know? It could be a bad movie for a lot of good people. And a lot of people that wouldn't watch that movie that are going to hear people talking crap or talking good about it might go watch it, right? To see how terrible the situation is or see how good the situation is, right? We all do it. Come on. Take action for your own mistakes. It's called being a grown-up. It's a little rough, but it's what we got to do. All right? Be a grown-up. Stop it. If you make another game, please learn from your mistakes. Moving on. We have the latest PS5 update includes new party and audio features. So this is kind of cool. Honestly, guys, I just thought it was cool. I wanted to bring it to everybody on the news because I don't use a lot of this feature. I just plug a headset right into the controller, and I'm good to go when I want to talk with people or if I want to use the mic. I sometimes use the mic right there on the PS5 controller, but They are giving us some new improvements here. There is a new version that's out, has new party and audio features, plus other improvements. In the Party tab, players can now view a list of recently joined parties and restart one of them just by selecting it. That's convenient. Well, it's a year of convenience. The update also adds equalizer settings. I think they spelled equalizer wrong, right? It has a Z in it, right? I don't know. Maybe that's a European thing. I don't know. A side tone feature and additional enhancements for Pulse Explorer earbuds and upcoming Pulse Elite headset. It says we've added new features and parties. In party tabs, you can now see the list, which I just read. We've updated the software for the Pulse Explorer Wireless. You can now have sound equalizer features. Again, they're repeating themselves. And when you have Explorer Wireless earbuds nearby, a notification will now appear to let you connect to them quickly. You can now easily switch the connections from PC to PS5 through this notification. I like that. That's cool that it's both PS5 and PC. And we've improved system software performances and stability. We've improved the messages and usability on some screens. And it says, earlier this week, Sony revealed the most downloaded PlayStation games to the store. Talked about that yesterday. So, kind of cool. If you use these, I'm curious. Like, are they worth it? Like, are these Pulse headsets really worth, the $100+ and, the new little ones they're going to put in your ears that are like $300 or something crazy now? I'm curious. Are they really worth the hassle or the money? It sounds like they're making it less of a hassle, which is kind of good. But I'm kind of curious. I lean on you guys out there to tell me about all of that kind of stuff. But that's something I am definitely curious to know about. Maybe I won't buy them. Maybe I will buy them. I don't know. You tell me. Should I buy them? Talk in the comments, man. Let me know. All right, moving on. We got one more to go before we talk to our final news today. We're going to talk about some sad news. We're losing the Nintendo, Wii U, and 3DS online stores, which we've known about if you're privy to the news and you follow it. This has been in the works for a while. It's going to happen in April, except now they've confirmed the date, and that date is April 8th. So it says the new message was posted on X, Twitter. Let's be honest, it's Twitter. It is now confirmed that it will happen on April 8th at 4 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Eastern, and 12 a.m. GMT on April 9th. So, yeah, I mean, they thank everybody here, and I thought it was a good PSA to put out there. You guys got a couple of months, right? 2 months, a little over 2 months. We're right here at the end of January on the 24th. So I didn't play much online anyway with these, if any at all. The Street Pass thing was probably what I played with the most, which was fun. It was cool. It was something we did every once in a while. It was, friends that I had that still had a DS at the time. But I don't know. I don't think this affects me much. I don't know if it affects you guys out there very much either. But it's one of those things. It's a bit sad, but are we... I don't know. It's online. We're losing the stores, all these kinds of things. So game preservation is the biggest thing for me that I find to be bothered with. Hopefully, we run into something that can correct that and give us a little bit more of game preservations, but this does happen. I'm not happy about it. But again, I don't visit those consoles, so I feel for all the people out there who do. But yeah, I don't visit them very often, unfortunately. Or fortunately, who knows. Playing next gen, right? On to the next gen, on to the next thing. And on to the last thing. Here we go. PlayStation 5 racing games have been ranked. The best racers on the PS5 in 2024 were, in this order, we have Need for Speed Unbound. That surprises me that would have been number one. Gran Turismo 7, Wreckfest, F1 2021, Dirt 5, WRC 9, and Assetto Corsa Competizione. You say it, okay? Because I got nothing. On that one. Anyway, it really surprises me there for Unbound. I enjoyed Unbound. I played like the 10-hour trial thing you could get through the EA Access. And it's a fun game and it's cool. I like the art style. I mean, they do throw it up here as the tag image for it on the JPEG, but it says, what are the best racing games? Tearing around the corners of the high speed and trading paint with your rivals and the hallmarks of a great racing game. There might not be many PS5 racing games right now, but coming back to check our constantly updated guide covering the PlayStation 5s. Obviously, they're advertising here, but you can take a look down here. Obviously, they have them all, but I don't know how they came up with this. So if they did like a poll or how they did this, if it went by sales, maybe it went by sales. It doesn't seem to tell me in this. So anybody out there has the answer on this? I'm kind of curious because I'm not seeing it and I could be overlooking it, but I still thought it was impressive. Just the list. That Need for Speed beat out Gran Turismo 7. That means something. Okay? I think what that means first and foremost is people kind of like a story in their racing games. That was the thing that kept me playing. And it was fun. And I think it had a really cool like layout and look. I was all into it. Fun game. Yeah, maybe not Horizon good, but good. Yeah, as far as Forza series go, Forza always kind of, they always kind of take them out for me. They're the winners most of the time. But yes, Need for Speed Unbound, the big dog on the PlayStation. So if you're looking for a good racing game, hey, go check it out. See what they think. Wreckfest is also really fun. Lots of destruction in that one, and it's pretty cool destruction that you can do in it. It's a demolition derby style game, but there's still racing involved too. It's a little more bite size, so until you get into the ones that like 20 laps and stuff, then it gets a little more crazy. And Dirt 5 we actually reviewed on the channel before, so you can go back and check our review on that one. I think we ended up giving that one a 4 out of 5, maybe a 3. I didn't go back and check, but it's been a while since we reviewed it. So check those out at some point in time and see what you think of them. Talk in the comments if you've already played them. What do you think of those games? And do you think Need for Speed should be over Gran Turismo? And why? I'm kind of curious. Let me know. All right, guys. Well, hey, if you liked the episode, make sure you like, subscribe, follow, all that good stuff. You didn't hit the old dislike button. That's just how it goes. But I'm more into the give me those thumbs up, give me them fireworks, just like that. That's what I want to see. I want to see it. Hit me up in the comments below. Let's talk video games. Like always, you can follow right here on YouTube or Twitch live. We do them live. So, and if not, look in the VODs. You'll find them there under Game News. They're there available to watch anytime you would like. And I think I'm out of here for tonight. So that is News with Nick. And remember, controllers need exercise too. So keep those thumbs loud.